All right, hi, good morning, Brian. Good morning, Ari. So I just wanted to show you guys what has been happening. I know, Brian, you actually sent me an email. I was a little confused for a second, but because I saw it coming from Bling in Motion, and I have Bling in Motion on my phone, so I was a little bit confused when I saw the email, but I did realize that it was from you. So that being said, as you can see, orders really are starting to come in. We're definitely getting a bigger trend of that, which is a great thing, which is what I expected as well. All right. So now the next level, excuse me, the next level of things are literally. So there's a couple of pain points that I believe that you guys may have that I'm just gonna address. Just out the gate. And one of them is how do we recoup on the money that has been spent so far in terms of ad spend? And that's a great question, and I'm here to offer that answer. And I'm also here to let you guys know that everything, is basically going to work out. We are seeing the great trends. As I expected. Again, these three came in yesterday. This came in, 12 this morning. So people are now starting to make the purchases. As I had said in the previous video, abandoned checkouts, more abandoned checkouts actually means that on the spectrum of intent, people are now closer to wanting to put in their purchase information and finally make that sale. So I now believe that we have found, excuse me, we have found so let me go here to Bling in Motion. Or I have found, or as a matter of fact, I'm gonna open up a new incognito window. No cookies, so Bling in Motion, no saved memory. I have now found the perfect pop-up box that basically offers the discount, right? So in other words, instead of showing them what was previously there, which was when you first land onto a page, and let me go here, just go to the watches section real quick. All right, when you first land onto a page, onto this product page, the first thing that you would see coming from the ad is, of course, you would see the pop-up saying 20%, then the discount, and of course, then either many people would usually start clicking out of it. I now realize that even stronger than that, showing them that initial checkout, and the way that I realize it is, of course, by way of the purchases. All right, so two purchases came from this particular ad. And I know, Brian, you also made mention of the fact that you saw that there were a couple of people. In fact, actually, one of them was me on Lucky Orange, seeming as though I was frustrated or actually trying to click outside of the screen. No, that was me basically, let me just address that real quick. Go here. This starred item, anytime when you see Optimum online, that's usually me. Just keep this IP address in mind, right here. That's me. All right, so that's literally me testing it out. That's not anytime when you see direct link. In other words, it's somebody directly going to it. They know the website. Odds are that's either one of us. I could also tell if it's Ari. Funny thing is, because Ari's would show up as, which I believe it was either yesterday or was this morning. Let me see. There you go. And also, I could tell by the number of visits, right? So if somebody's visiting this many times, it's usually somebody just wanted to look at it. He's obviously from Windows 7 and he's doing it on the desktop. And I could tell Bronx, New York, direct link, and spending 36 minutes on it, not necessarily doing anything, right? It's just literally to look through it, right? So I could already tell that this is not, these are fluff metrics. And that's the reason why I don't, please, if you guys can, don't really try to do too much self-promotion on this product. I literally want to gauge the aspect of how well the ads are doing in terms of being able to gather people that we do not know within our circle, because again, then the metrics would not be skewed, right? We want to get real customers that are really affected by our products and the ads, So if you saw that I was moving around on the screen as you did, right, for 2 minutes, literally it was me testing out some of the new features it is that I'm putting in. So always keep this IP address in mind. If you ever see this number, that's me. All right. There's also another IP address, and also if you see that I'm frequenting, another thing that you'll be able to tell if you see that I'm doing there's a lot of visits here. Sometimes it'll go up to like 129. You'll see 200 visits. That's me. All right. Or 30 visits. Obviously, Bronx, New York. That's most likely Ari. If not, I don't know the location where you're at. But regardless of what, so I know that you brought this up and this was your concern. So yes, that star, this stage is me. Um, this particular format of adding a discount has been most effective. And also on the mobile, you made mention of the fact that it seems like it's covering half the screen. Yes, that is done on purpose and has been effective again. It has brought us in 2 sales yesterday. And the reason why it is taking over half the screen is what they call abruptive marketing, or abruptive or disruptive marketing. So the psychology behind that is that literally you either have one or two choices. Either you take the discount and you click on the green button, or you don't. So if you saw anybody going through that, it's like literally they just had one or two choices. But the ones that are literally going through it and getting to that stage of the checkout, those are the ones that we honestly want. We want to filter out those people that are going to be more engaged with our product, as opposed to those that are just browsing around. So I am looking for either the 50-50, like either they make a decision, or they don't make a decision, right? But and I'm going to speak to that a little bit later on, but let's get back here. Let me go to this. Right now, here's the product page, and I found this to be more effective than the other pop-up of with the 20% down and the 12-minute countdown. This is more effective. Why I say that is because it's done by way of intent. It's like it's an intentional measurement of a person's interest in a product. Now, if you actually want to add this to the cart, and I'm offering you this 20% discount, if you check out now, the likelihood of you actually being interested in wanting to complete this particular step just to receive this, because not only you weren't, it was basically an action-based advertisement. You were not shown this off the bat, having not gone through any kind of engagement, having had no interest in the product even before you read it. It's literally I'm getting to you at the point where you want to add it to the cart. So in other words, if you're adding it to the cart, then that means to me that this is something that is of interest to you, right? So now if I'm going to offer you this 20% discount off your first order, then you complete it here, then odds are you're definitely somebody. I want to serve this kind of a 20% discount to somebody who actually has some kind of an interest in this product, and this interest is measured by way of them clicking this add to cart. If it has no interest, then there's usually no buildup to the desire for this particular product. I want to have people act on this particular or receive this particular discount by way of them taking certain actions. So that's the reason why it's basically measured by way of this action-based click, right? So this is the desktop version. Of course, the mobile version shows half of this, and then you'll see everything else that's right here. But beyond that, another thing that's important to measure and to discuss today is this, right? The first question that I ask is, how do we recoup on the money that we have spent? It's not money that we have lost, because we have made a great investment and our pixel has actually gained a lot of valuable data, valuable information, a lot of initiated checkouts, a lot of add to carts, a lot of people's information. So me being able to utilize a pixel that's seasoned as this one is, and being able to go out there and now create what they call the lookalike audiences and the custom audiences, which is one of the stages, or a few of the stages on the document that I sent over to you guys. Literally, you guys can walk through it with me step by step, because everything it is that I put in that document is literally what it is that I'm walking through, right, step by step. So you'll know what stage it is that we're always at, right? But that information is that the pixel has gathered is literally leading us into the steps of creating a custom audience and creating a lookalike audience, and that's literally where doing the retargeting, because now we're getting sales, creating a custom audience, and then eventually also creating a lookalike audience, right? So those are the last few stages. But here's the thing that I want to speak to again, getting back to that primary pain point. How do we recoup on this money that has been spent, and how do we recoup on it fast, right? A lot of these gurus, so whenever you see numbers being touted out there by gurus, like I made $10,000 this month, I made $15,000 this month, I made $100,000 this month, they do not do it just to demystify that whole idea that they're just getting it based upon one product, or how I sold this product and how I made $100,000 this month. They're never usually doing it like that. The way that it happens is that they also create, and I wanted to open this up. All right, they also do what they call they not also they do what they call bundled deals. So in other words, the entire point is that they get customers to check out with more than one item, right? More than one item, thus increasing what they call the average order value. So this is some of the things that we can actually take a look at. We could even take a look at this here. And as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these two because this is not pertinent whatsoever. All right, non-pertinent information, because that's me. All right, that's not a real customer, so that's me testing it out again. But let's also remove Ari's, because that's not a real individual. All right, so this is what I'm referring to. We want to, okay, there we go. We want to get people to check out with more than one item by adding, in other words, more products to their cart, right? So you can see these people have added 2. This person has added 3. This person added 4. So on and so forth. And if you go like 2 days prior to me making any kind of adjustments, you'll see that the average cart value, right, which essentially would create an increased average order value, has also been increasing. So people have been putting more items within their cart. And oftentimes what I have seen is that the items that are receiving the ad that they are coming through is a chain ad, and the items that are where they're increasing the average order value, or excuse me, increasing the average order of the cart, right? The product is mainly the chain, right? So this is what it is that I've actually noticed. These products, let's scroll all the way down to the right. A lot of them tend to be the chain, right? So this one, of course, was the watch, but as you can see, these 2 others was the chain. Even scroll down even further. This one is the watch, right? And I'm also so I'll be mentioning it soon, but let's continue going. This one is a chain. You can see this person added 407, right? Et cetera, et cetera. Like the other previous days prior to, I believe this one was yesterday. You'll see the same thing, but you'll wind up seeing that the majority of the time it was the chain that they would add the average order, or they would add more products to. So that tells me a lot. It tells me that there are certain products or ancillary products that are necessary, that people are actually looking for when it comes to bundling it with the chain. And I'm also going to wind up studying the same thing for the watch, right? Literally, the entire point is now how do we increase the average order value, because we have been getting sales and they've been one by one by one. But as I have told you before, those gurus, or quote unquote gurus, or those guys that are basically out there, they have mastered the art of getting a greater checkout per purchase, right? They have mastered the art of having these people add more products to their cart and then checking out. Of course, probably adding or most likely adding a cart deal, or 20% off if you take these 3 pieces, or his and her sets, or Halloween specials, whatever it is that they have done. But they have literally created bundle deals that they sell to these customers at maybe a 10%, 15%, maybe a 20% discount. It doesn't matter. But the fact that they're actually checking out with more than $200 worth of product, if they're checking out with $300 worth of product, or they're checking out with $400, $500 worth of product, and you give them a 10 or 15%, right? Keep in mind that your margins are still pretty big for any one of those products. So they're just increasing, and that's basically the way of how we're going to be able to recoup on this money that was being spent a lot faster. And we're at a good space, because now I know that the ads are getting their purchases. Little by little, Facebook is going to continue optimizing for those little things, right? So this is how we're going to be able to get that money, and get that money fast and some. So literally the steps now is to create more bundle deals. So let me show you this. This is an app that is in the store. All right, and this I had basically I saved this for this stage now, and I just want to show you how it works. So let's turn this on. Let's view this particular product. All right, and let's view this particular product page, and let me show you exactly how it works. So I'm still gonna, of course, adjust this, but this is just for demonstrative purposes only. All right. As you can see, so I created a bundle. I said, if you could get this, the chain, you could get the ring, you could get this, you could get this, all for $397, right? Add the entire bundle to the cart. So this is what I'm gonna put on a page that is as hot as the the chain page that we're currently getting a lot of sales from. All right, that's where I'm literally gonna put this now. So that's literally what the next step is. So instead of them just checking out with 129, here I create a bundle deal. So of course I'm gonna go and study through Lucky Orange what product have people been adding to the cart more, as in order to create a bundle deal with that particular chain. So the product that of course I see that was added together the most, or that's more frequently and more frequent in every cart, I'm gonna add that as a bundle. I'm gonna say, you know what, get the chain, get the necklace, get the chain, get the bracelet. If that's what it is, of course I'm gonna have to go back and research now. Get the chain, get the bracelet, get the ring, get the watch, all together for X amount of dollars, right? So that's literally, again, how these guys are able to see those $10,000 months, $5,000, $20,000, $100,000 months. Literally, they have people check out with more products than than just one. They have them check out with $400 worth of product, $500 worth of product. But that's literally our next stage, because the signs are good, everything is looking good. It's literally our next stage now to take it to the next level, to increase the average order value, and to basically have them check out with more product. So I just want to give you guys an update on that. Of course, I hope this was very I hope it was very informative. And if you have any questions, we could get on a call. But I think I pretty much cleared up what it is and what the next stage is for us. So, by the way, this is most likely going to be recorded. so let me you'll see it. So I just want to give you an example. Let's go to today, and if I refresh, let's go here. All right. It would have recorded me, as you can see, optimum. So please do not pay any attention to that. That is you see 220. That is not, those are not any real metrics. So we always remove that if you want to gauge what the real metrics are. All right, Brooklyn direct link. If you see an Apple, because I'm on a MacBook, and let's same optimum. That's me. So I always delete those. I try to keep a fresh list and a very clean list of people that are actually interested in the product and trying to make the purchase now. But besides that, I hope this helps. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Bye-bye.